Hello, my name is Roger Wickenden. I'm a director here at Barton Lodge Veterinary Centre in Hemel Hempstead. I've been a veterinary surgeon over 30 years now, so today what I'm going to try and do is to answer some of the questions you've been asking about your dog's health problems. So what I'm going to talk about today is not what food to feed, but how much to feed your dog. In my opinion, the ideal body score for your dog is when you can feel its ribs. So what I want to do is to show you how you find this. You just lay your hands on their chest and just gently stroke back from just behind their front legs. And then when you do that, do it very gently. You should be able to feel their ribs. If you can feel their ribs, then that's my ideal body score. So what I want to talk about today is how you can help your dog maintain that ideal body score, like this little fella Toby. You need to feed your dog what it needs, not what it wants. And that can be very confusing for people. The other thing to remember is don't rely on what it says on the bag or the can of dog food. You need to work out what your dog wants. So the easiest way to do that is to know exactly what you're feeding, and then if your dog is gaining weight, you know that that is too much. The other thing is that I've noticed with a lot of people, when they feed dry foods, they forget that one handful of dry food is the staggering equivalent of 5 handfuls of canned food. And a lot of times I've had clients who have switched over to a dry food and not understood why their dog has suddenly gained weight. So you need to remember that when you're feeding a dry food, that tiny little bit of food in their bowl may represent a lot more calories than you're giving it credit for. Now I've got my other dog Nell here, because I want to show you a couple of other points. And she demonstrates more than any other dog how important it is not to confuse want with need as far as food is concerned. If you let Nell eat, she would eat for England and be a real little barrel. And even though she's the same weight as Toby, she does the same walks as Toby, and I feed Toby twice as much food as Nell, Nell to me is still a little bit overweight. When you put your hands on her chest, but she won't lie in a sensible position, you will be able to. You can only just about feel her ribs, which means that she's slightly above my ideal body score. So I really like to see active dogs, and that's why I'm very keen for everybody to try and make sure that their dog is the right body score. Hi there, Nell. So they also can enjoy their dogs having a nice active life, because if they're active, I want my dogs to be as active for as long as possible. And that, folks, is why I want you to look after the amount of food that you give your dogs.